fear rises in the body when there is the potential of a boundary to be violated. In this Yoga Nidra practice, you're invited to explore your capacity to stay connected to that inner resource of calm and centeredness as you explore your boundaries. Be careful with this practice. Be mindful and ensure that you have any support that may help you move through what rises. And be open to going deeper, to find greater strength and your own resilience than you have ever imagined before. Allow your heart to listen. Welcome to this Yoga Nidra practice. Take a moment to grab all the props to support you as you come to rest, lying on your back, maybe with something under the head, a layer over the body to stay warm, and perhaps something under the knees to ease the low back. Anything over the eyes to soften the face, and in particular the muscles around the eyes and the lips. Welcoming and inviting a face of serenity as the body rests down, finding as symmetrical a shape on left and right as possible. Let the hips and the legs soften and allow the palms to face up to the sky, receiving the healing available if rest. And take any sighs and adjustments to wriggle on down so that the body can be still throughout the practice of Yoga Nidra. And as the eyes fall closed, take the time to acknowledge your space through the sense of sound, hearing the sounds through the recording as well as your environment, one by one. And sensing now the fabrics touching the skin, that feeling of touch, including how the body is resting on its support. Sensing the breath moving on the body, simply aware of its movement where the breath can be felt. And now invite your imagination to create a place that may be real or imaginary, where you feel a great sense of well-being and safety. Imagine yourself there, fully immersed in those feelings of safety and well-being. And from this place, inviting your heartfelt intention at this time to rise to the mind, repeating it with full feeling and present aliveness throughout your being 3 times in the present tense or holding that feeling fully. And know that this place is available to you at any time should you need it, throughout the practice or in your daily life. Releasing that place, take the intention to stay connected to the words said throughout this practice, without analytical thought, simply aware of the responses within. And trust your consciousness as it drifts in and out, to stay aware at the level of consciousness that supports you best throughout this practice. Yet honoring this practice of Yoga Nidra as a full lived practice for this period of time. Coming to the body sense, feeling or visualization of body parts as they are named, we begin inside the mouth, inside right cheek, inside left cheek, floor of the mouth, roof of the mouth, teeth, back of the mouth, tongue, whole inside of the mouth, sinuses, right eye socket, left eye socket, point between the eyebrow center, middle of the mind, right ear canal, right ear, left ear canal, left ear, back of the head, crown of the head, forehead, tip of the nose, point where the lips touch, whole of the face, whole of the head, base of the throat, right shoulder, upper arm, elbow, forearm, wrist, back of the right hand, palm, thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky finger, right hand, right arm, right armpit, side waist, right hip, thigh, knee, shin, ankle, top of the right foot, sole of the right foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, pinky toe, right foot, right leg, right side, the whole right side of the body, base of the throat, left shoulder, upper left arm, elbow, forearm, wrist, back of the left hand, palm, thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky finger, left hand, left arm, armpit, left side waist, hip, thigh, knee, shin, ankle, top of the left foot, sole, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, pinky toe, left foot, left leg, left side body, the whole left side of the body, base of the throat, center of the chest, navel, pelvic bowl, groin, front of the body, whole front of the body, right heel, left heel, right buttock, left buttock, right shoulder, left shoulder, tailbone along each vertebra to the base of the skull, back of the body, the whole back of the body, head, right side of the body, left side of the body, front of the body, back of the body, whole body, whole body, the whole body. Becoming aware of the natural breath, its rhythm and movement where felt in the body. Sense if the breath can be felt lower in the abdomen, as though the base of the pelvis is breathing. Allow the natural flow to continue, but as though the breath comes in and out of the base of the pelvic bowl, down at the base of the tailbone and just in front. The breath as though moving in and out from this deep root of the spine and body. And sense this subtle feeling of the breath moving at the base of the pelvis, as though the energy of the breath moves deep down into the earth between the two legs. Stay fully present with this breath, moving in and out from the base of the pelvis, between both legs and into the earth, as though pulsing with your breath, a deep connection between the body and the earth. Each breath releases to the earth, and each breath receives from the earth. And now releasing that breath and tuning into opposite sensations in the body. Sensations of boundary, of permission and refusal. Welcoming the first sensation in the body of permission. How does the body feel when it gives permission? Where does permission rise in the body? And how does it feel as a sense experience? There may be thoughts and memories that rise with permission. Come back to the feeling sense of permission in the body. And now switching to the opposite of refusal. Where does refusal rise in the body as a sense-felt experience? How does the body feel as it refuses? And returning to permission, the senses of permission in the body and how they move. And now a refusal in the body. Where does refusal rise and how is it felt? The sensing of refusal. And returning to permission. Its sense-felt feeling throughout the body. And returning to refusal. And see if you can move between permission and refusal a little more rapidly, alternating permission and refusal. Sensing the experience of both fully, as rapidly as possible. Is it possible to hold both simultaneously as a sense-felt experience? And release those sensations and words. And become aware of the point between the eyebrow center. Allow this third eye to touch the earth, grounding to her magnificent wisdom and beauty. This wisdom beyond the mind of any one being that lives on this earth. Bow. And like both an innocent child and old master, welcome the reverence and surrender of gratitude to her great wisdom and love. And as though in gratitude of everything that you can be grateful of Mother Earth, pours in and out simultaneously of your being from her. As though a chaos of planting a new seed. A new seed of a new life between your being and hers. This may feel like a journey of unclear movement and shifting. As she pours all kinds of nature and possibilities of what she may create into your mind. And you give back your own imagination of what you might create with her amazing materials. This seed, caught in this dance of possibilities, as though your seed is moving around in fast moving energy, generative ideas building and collapsing and coming anew. Allow your seed to start to navigate its place, to where it will land and what it will create. And as this fast-moving energy of back and forth between Mother Earth and your own imagination may feel chaotic, may bump up against limitations, challenges, edges, dislikes. Notice the grit, the perseverance to stay with the seed of what it is that you would like to grow and to build, what is being birthed between you and Mother Earth, as it starts to grow in this slightly chaotic, dark place. For there is grit here, a necessary grit, to polish and bring forth the gems from the rocks of her earth. These multi-layered beauty, expressions of magic and form. And something is needed to support this growth. A clear focus and direction. Welcome your inner hunter to focus on this mission. What is it that you are hunting in order to create? Feel the energy of your mission, the respect of what has been birthed to complete its creation. And is the weapon that you hold as this hunter the appropriate weapon for what it is that you are hunting? Can you use it with responsibility, with an open heart, in reverence of what may need to be lost in order to gain? And this hunter may dive into waters like a shark. We may be a hunter of the wolf, through the forests, the cold and dark skies of the north. Perhaps a hunter in the desert plains, where illusions and mystical ways of seeing can rise in vast expanse. Notice the environment of this hunter, your tool. and the energy to meet this creation with the highest energy. And as you find this beautiful creation between Mother Earth and your mind, hold it in your hands. And nestle it into your heart. So that as you repeat that heartfelt intention, it magnifies out of your being each time you feel and resonate those words of truth. As you release the practice of Yoga Nidra, coming back to the body and the sense feeling of the support beneath the body. Remind yourself of what a powerful creator you are. And let that breath start to move the fingers and toes. These creations of breath and movement, barely even conscious of all of the aspects of how they even happen, as though a magical force moves the breath and the body. And with your mind, allow those movements to become larger, maybe to a stretch or a hug of the knees. And if it's time to go to sleep, you may roll over and fall into blissful rest. And otherwise, you might wish to roll to one side, taking the time to land fully back into this body of creation. Maybe giving your shoulders and arms a squeeze to ground back in before you use your hands to push yourself up to seated. Coming to a wakeful state. Take your time to ground back fully into your body before you continue with your day. And have a most wonderful day. Thank you for joining. Have a wonderful day.